Welcome back to the Relius Reviews. Today's review is focused on 2021's movie entitled Fear Street Part 3, 1666. And the official synopsis of Fear Street Part 3 is: thrust back to 1666, Dina learns the truth about Sarah Fear. Back in 1994, the friends fight for their lives and Shady Side's future. And I would have to say, this movie, to me, I enjoyed this movie quite a lot. And here is my review on the matter. The first thing that I enjoyed about this movie would probably have to be the casting, as Part 3 featured, and I do mean it featured every single character from the first two movies into Part 3 in 1666, portrayed as different characters, not the same characters in their perspective movies, but just different characters in 1666. I would say some of my favorite characters in Part 3 that I enjoyed would probably have to be Kiana Madeira as Dina, Olivia Scott Welch as Samantha, Benjamin Flores Jr. as Henry, Darrell Gibson as Martin, and that's pretty much it. I would say for all the other actors who acted in all three of the movies, they all did a good job as well. Another thing that I thought this movie did well on was telling the story, as in the first half of the movie you get a really good glimpse and background information on who Sarah Fear is and was, and you basically get to know her story, as in the type of life that she had and just what she was like in 1666. And I'm not going to say anything else regarding that aspect, but it does a good job with just telling us a story and about Sarah Fear and everything else. And I would say with how the movie ends, I think the movie does end on a positive note. It does have a satisfying conclusion to the entire movie series, and that's all. And I would say that Part 3 definitely does feature a lot of surprising elements, because when they were exposed and everything, I was extremely shocked. I didn't see it coming, and it's just insane with what happens in Part 3. I say that Part 3 had good cinematography. 1666 looked real nice with the wooden houses, the farm landscape. Like, whoever designed 1666 did a good job. Cinematography, the design, the filming aspects, it was all good, just like the first two movies. What I enjoyed about this movie was the much darker tone that this movie had, as this movie is not nostalgia for many people, as the first two movies definitely does have a lot of dark aspects. But I believe, in my honest opinion, that Part 3 is a lot more darker with some of the things that's revealed, some of the things that happens. And I like dark stuff, and Part 3 definitely does give out the darkness and everything about it. And I could probably see them coming back with maybe another Fear Street, maybe somewhere down the line in the future taking place, but not right now and everything. And I would say maybe some of the things that I did not like about this movie would probably have to be maybe the first half of this movie, as it is somewhat of like a slow burn, to say the least, as it takes some time before stuff gets a little bit interesting. The slow times that it may be, you're gaining more knowledge about all the characters, including Sarah Fear, and that background information will definitely set in motion for the other acts of this movie. And yeah, I'll say that. Another thing that I did not enjoy about this movie would probably have to be maybe some of the CGI graphics that was in this movie. Now, it wasn't anything extremely horrendous, but at the same time, it was still kind of a little bit weird and goofy, to say the least, with that. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a huge heartbeat, but it's still kind of weird in my opinion, to say the least. But out of all, Fear Street Part 3 to me was a really good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. It was much darker, has some very surprising revelations, and I can't wait to see what people think about it and how I would rate Fear Street Part 3 out of 5 stars. I would probably rate Fear Street Part 3 4 stars out of 5. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment. And until next time, goodbye.